What's up, everybody? It's Johnny Bronto with HauntScene. It is Tuesday night. We are back where we should be. You are watching America's #1 rated haunt chat, HauntScene Live. With me, as always, my one and only, beautiful, amazing, lovely Melissa Lukac.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to HauntScene. Thank you for joining us.
All right. So, we did not do a show last week. We had to cancel due to some unfortunate news, but we're going to make up for it this week. So we've got 8 haunts to talk about. We did all kinds of stuff in North Florida, Central Florida, Tampa area, Orlando. So we're going to talk about all the haunts that we did. If you would be so kind as to share this out, tag your haunt. If you're a character, do all the things. We're going to go ahead and do that. We got a couple people. I see some familiar faces already in the chat. That's awesome. Awesome. Okay,
hi,
you got to scoot over this way just a little bit.
So we're closer to you.
There you go. There you go. Got it. All right. So we cannot delay. As a matter of fact, we have a timer, a kitchen timer.
So we can't dilly or
So
dally?
we can't dilly because we've got 8 haunts to talk about. We can give everyone about 5-ish minutes. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started.
I do like haunt.
Yep. I'm excited.
Me too.
All right.
Me too.
Let's do the things. Now, at this point, we're in we just wrapped up like week 5.
I think it was 5, yeah.
Yeah, we're about halfway through our haunt season. Well, not quite yet. We've got 30 haunts. We've done 13. We still have 17 to go. I know, right? So we'll be crazy. Crazy. All right, so here we go. Let's go ahead and start talking about some haunts. All right, we're just going to get right into it. So not this last weekend, but the weekend before, we went out to North Florida. Our first stop was going to be at, not Scary Train. It was going to be at 13th floor. 13th floor. So 13th floor in Jacksonville. We went out there, met the new GM, Logan, who is awesome. And we had a really good time.
It was a lot of fun. Yeah. They had opened the rest of the haunt up. I think after COVID, they had closed half of it down.
Maybe like a quarter of it or something like that.
10 minutes of it?
Yeah, but most of it was open. It was also a little bit more staffed than it's been. We had a really good time.
There were a lot of actors,
obviously, there was a downside to this, though. We did not get a chance to go to Whataburger.
Unfortunately, we did not get Whataburger.
Hold on, we got to start the timer.
Yeah.
There we go.
When we did get there early enough this time for Whataburger, but unfortunately the dining room was
it was
closed.
Like under construction. So
then the line, the takeout line was like a mile long around the building, so we decided not to do it.
So that was the main goal, but we did a haunt too.
We did a haunt, and we did Buc-ee's after.
And we did Buc-ee's afterwards.
Buc-ee's after.
So we made the trek all the way out to Jacksonville. We had a really good time. I think this year was probably the best run we've had in a long time, like years. Love the theming. Here's some of the characters that were walking around. We got our friend Brandon. We've got Al Stabya, which was a haunt. Can you guys hear the ticking? Hopefully you can't hear the ticking. Let me know in the chat. We got some characters running around. Obviously, we could not do pictures in the house. But we did a scare cam video with Lily, which was epic.
It's just great.
This poor girl just joined HauntScene a couple months ago. We slapped a scare cam on her, and some of the things that came out of her mouth were absolutely hilarious.
Oh, yes.
So if you've not had a chance to watch the scare cam video with Lily, we just uploaded it to our YouTube channel, and Tyler went in and edited it, and it's pretty epic. It's
hilarious. It's great. If you haven't seen it yet, go to our YouTube channel and check it out. It's really cool.
So we're gonna hopefully get a lot of use out of our scare cam rig. We've also used it at a couple other walkthroughs. So yeah, we loved 13th floor. Can't say enough nice things about it. It was just a really good night out. It was just a really good night. If you've never done 13th floor in Jacksonville, you got to do it. Got to put it on your list. It was awesome. They've got 3 themes this year. Now, this is like you go through one haunt, then into the next, then into the next. So you start off in the doll maker, which, I mean, the theming was amazing. The layout is basically the same. So if you've been to 13th floor, you're not going to see a lot of differences as far as the layout goes, although the ship and the laser swamp are open at the very, very end. but the themes within those 3 haunts are pretty noticeable. So you got the doll maker. You're going to see dolls, creepy dolls.
That one was really creepy.
Mannequin parts. It was super duper creepy. Character super duper aggressive. Really had a good time with that. Then we transitioned over into Bad Blood.
I love Bad Blood. It was one of my favorite sections, like vampires and werewolves.
It was like 80s werewolves versus vampires.
It was great.
It was really cool.
Great.
And then the third part here is going to be the Dead in the Water. It's got like kind of like a voodoo riverboat laser swamp theme. It was really, really good. They did a really good job with all 3 of these. We were really impressed with the 13th floor.
Yes, we were.
Not to take anything away from any of the times we've gone out, because we've always had a good time, but it was noticeably had a little bit more oomph with it this time around. I think that's a big part due to the new GM Logan. So thank you so much for having us out, and all the characters are awesome. Yeah, put it on your list. They've got axe throwing, they've got escape games. They've got all kinds of things to do, so it's not just a haunt. You can do some other things while you're there. Really awesome.
Yeah, Kira's favorite section, the laser swamp.
Yeah, Kira about lost her mind laser swamp. I'm pretty sure in the scare cam video in the laser swamp, the camera got bumped, so it does that like horror movie thing where it just like flips over real quick. But yeah, awesome. Yeah, Dollmaker was probably my favorite. It's the first one you go through, and like right out the gate, it's there to get you. And we've been there enough to know some of where the scares are, like some of the automated scares, and it was pretty comical watching somebody go through it the first time, like Lily, like when the ceiling drops in the one part.
Oh yeah.
Just kind of knowing and just like anticipating that. Yeah. But you got to check out that video. So make sure you subscribe to us on YouTube. Check out the video. We just launched that today. So you can go ahead and watch that. Andrew Curran, what's up, buddy?
What's up, Andrew?
Man, everybody that's anybody's in the chat right now. So that was 13th floor in Jacksonville, right on time. Cool. Okay, so we love it. Good job. Go check it out. Go do it. Okay. Next one is going to be Scary Train in Williston, Florida, which is also North Florida. And we got a chance to check this out. We went out not this last Saturday, but the Saturday before. Originally, we were supposed to talk about North Florida on the show last week, but one of our close friends passed away, and we decided to cancel the show. Speaking of which, and it's been kind of a rough stretch for us and for everybody at the Kirbyfamilyfarm. They also lost some folks leading into this here, and it was kind of sad when we were there because a lot of them had just left the funeral for our buddy Mike, also known as Shooter Mike, and literally they had left the funeral and they decided to do the media night anyways, and we were all there to enjoy it and celebrate him. Scary Train, always a good time, really cool. Love the changes this year. They've got some neat things, some unexpected things, but let's go ahead and talk about that. Right when we got there for a little bit, a very, very powerful moment. And this is what's really cool about doing HauntScene is a lot of times we get to peek behind the curtain of a lot of things that normal people don't get to see. And it was really cool. Stripes here, one of the clowns at Kirby Farm, did like the boo-rah speech and all that. And I know Kirby was Daryl was kind of a mess, because he just gone to the funeral for his best friend. But very, very rousing speech, very, very emotional night to get this started. It was really cool. This girl who's standing on the hood of this car apparently can run and run and run and run, because that's all we saw her do was scream and run all night.
Yes, I can vouch for that. She chased after me.
Yeah. Can she out cardio you?
Yeah, she can.
Okay.
Yeah, she's younger than me, and yes, she can definitely out cardio me. And there's another girl with an axe too.
Yep. So this was awesome. Kirbyfamilyfarm. It's a community haunt. They do like outreach things, and it's all around a good situation. We had a blast last year. We had a lot of fun this night. We'll probably try to end up going back at some point, a little bit later in the season. I mean, later in the season, we've only got like 3 or 4 weeks left. We'll probably make it back out there at some point.
Oh yeah, I would love to go back.
But here are some of the folks that we saw out there. Just some of the characters. top left, this is Stripes again, and something happened with her frog, him. And she was like on the ground, like crying and stuff like that. It was pretty interesting.
She gave me him to watch, and then she...
You watched him?
I watched him, and then she yelled at me and took it back and then ran away.
Yep, and then we've got the person that wanted to, I guess, eat you? The girl in the with the axe?
Excuse me? Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. Yes. She wanted my legs.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I told her I needed those to run.
Yeah.
So I offered yours.
No, please don't.
You said no.
No, you always offer Tyler's first.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Okay.
He's the intern.
Yeah.
Throw Tyler under the bus.
Tyler's always the first person to go.
Jesus, Tyler.
Tyler and Lily are the expendable ones.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
It's Lily's the most
Lily
expendable.
first, because she's the rookie.
Yeah, and then Tyler, then Kira, then you, then me.
Okay, that's fair.
All right.
That's fair.
We got Giggles up here at the top right. Got some awesome photos here on one of their merry-go-rounds. A character, Cupcake, who was at Tournament Factory a couple of years ago. Her and this other clown here. And then we saw some. We had they've got the vintage train ride on the whole thing. They've changed that a lot. I think there were some lighting issues they were still working on, but they like dropped a car from a crane. It was pretty crazy. And,
yeah, definitely want to go back and see that.
Yeah,
though,
it was really, really neat. They're definitely swinging for the fences this year. So really looking forward to seeing more of the Kirby Family Farm Scary Train. Once again, it's in Williston, Florida. If you just look up KirbyFamilyFarm.com or just ScaryTrain.com, I believe that'll route you over there. Pretty inexpensive, really good time. They've got a couple attractions out there. They've got the trailer park, which is always a good time. It's basically like a resort tour of I don't know how to say this nicely. Anyways, it's like all these like mobile homes and stuff, and there's all these crazy residents in there that are going to mess with you. It's not like blood and guts and all that stuff, but it's really, really fun. Yeah, they've got Clownwoods, which is going to have ridiculous clowns in it, really, really awesome. And Bloomtown Beast, which is like super duper dark. One of my biggest, like, worst things you can ever do in a haunt is like break out your phone to light your way, because that's kind of part of the experience. But the latter half of Bloomtown Beast, literally it's pitch black. You can't see anything. And they've also got the dark ride, which is going to be a old school like carnival dark ride. And then they also have the scary train, which is it does a big lap around the whole facility. Really, really neat. All kinds of crazy stuff to look at. It's like Instagram heaven out there. Mm-hmm. And I know that they were a little bit behind based on what has gone on, but I expect that they're going to catch up pretty quick, and it's going to be amazing. So thank you, Daryl. Thank you, everybody out there. Whole staff is awesome. We have friends in the haunt industry. We also have family in the haunt industry, and I would consider them definitely family. So it was a really, really good time. Trailer park parties are the best, Jason says. Yeah.
Yes, they are.
Oh, right. Alexander says no. I say Tyler first. That's fine.
That's fine. That's fair.
Whichever one you want, flip a coin. Okay, it's just not us. Yeah. All right. Remember, if there's no Melissa and Johnny Bronto, there's no HauntScene. So, yeah. All right, we got to move on.
Is your thing going off? I don't hear it like.
I don't know. Tick, 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 I think it's because I have it on my leg. So once it stops ticking, we're moving. Okay, so North Florida is awesome. Make sure you put both these haunts on your list, 13th floor and Kirby Family Farm Scary Train. Always a good time. Can't wait to go back. All right. Then we get into this week. And we were out Tuesday night, Wednesday night, Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday night, and then we all went to Horror Nights on Sunday night. So that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 nights in a row. So we're still probably a little bit tired from that, but we started off at the media event for the Haunted Road. Myself, Melissa, and Kira went to that. Haunted Road last year was their first year. It's a drive-through haunt in Orlando, kind of on the east side. And it was, I got a chance to do it at the end of the season. It was a drive-through. It was more of like a performance piece than it was like a haunt. It was like an evil fairy tale Rapunzel type thing. This year, trying to amp up the scares a little bit, they're going paranormal, and it was interesting. It was interesting. I think it's definitely swinging for the fences, like aiming highs from like a timing and a technological standpoint. I think we went to the dress rehearsal, so I think they're kind of working out some of the timing and some of the bugs there. Love the location. It's really neat. I'm kind of seeing there were a couple small issues with it. Still had fun. I'm imagining they'll iron those out. Definitely a step up from last year. I can just say that without trying not to be offensive, but it was definitely a lot better than the experience that we had last year. And anybody was there for the media event, and it was neat. So we got some pictures here. So hauntedroad.com. Just took some pictures. So you're in your cars. Last year when we went, it was like a bunch of cars in a row. They've scaled that down a little bit, where I think you're only going through with like 3-4 cars per scene. And then you go, you've got radio stations to turn your radio to, and the scene will play out through your radio. And I think they got about 4 or 5 scenes, or 6, maybe something like that. Pretty neat. I mean, driving around Florida is, creepy when you're out in the cornfields and the woods and all that.
Yeah,
so
this area is definitely creepy.
The setting was pretty cool. However, I'm not sure if like the scenes are on a loop or something, but if it feels like it's very timing based. So if the timing is off at all, you might have to wait for like the scene to kind of like reset. So I think this event has potential. I don't want to say a lot of negative things about it, because we had a good time. Melissa had a really good time when they were throwing spiders in the car for her.
Oh my God, I almost had a heart attack.
Yeah.
When I realized what it was, I jumped. I took off my seatbelt and I jumped to the side of the car and put my legs out the window.
Yeah, Melissa was literally hanging from the top of my seat to the dashboard.
Yeah, I was sitting there looking at the lady come to the window. She threw something real quick, and I looked down. I'm like, dear God, it's a spider. It's a rubber
like a
spider.
Big spider.
It's a big spider. It looks real, and I freaked out. I swear, I freaked out. I wanted to cry, Johnny.
Yep. So you know what's interesting about this, and I had a thought afterwards, is right in this corn scene at the bottom right-hand side, after the scene played out, like you park your car, you listen to the scene through your radio, and then you move on to the next scene. It'll tell you when to move on. At one point, we were moving from one scene to another, and there was a character just sitting there staring at us in the corn. And it wasn't part of the scene, but that's kind of, I think, where they should maybe lean a little bit more into that, because the location's cool as hell, and the concept is really cool. It's just the execution, at this dress rehearsal probably need a little bit of tightening up. But a really cool part here in this, it's weird because at a drive-through haunt, my favorite part was actually not part of the drive-through haunt. They have like another experience here. It's in a barn, and they put you in here, and there's like a salt circle in here, and you go in like this room, just all hell breaks loose, and it's really, really neat. And like his character comes out and some other ththings happen. I don't want to completely spoil it for you, but it was really cool. It's like the butcher, and it's got this whole storyline and everything there. But being in the scene and having things happen around you was really, really cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was really cool.
Yeah.
I did like that part a lot, actually.
Because we stepped
very interactive.
Yeah, we stepped in the circle, and all of a sudden we're all like back to back, and stuff like that, and just a bunch of things happen out.
Teenagers in a horror movie.
Yeah, it was definitely. It definitely has that feeling of being like a horror movie.
Yeah, it does.
So that was really, really cool. So I really like this. This was my favorite part of the whole thing. And then outside, they've got some food. They had some entertainment. They've got a couple vendors out there. They've got drinks. They've got some other things as well. So there's a little bit more to do than just show up and drive through. But I mean, hopefully they'll iron some of those little kinks out, and it'll be a good time. So on the road. All right, moving on to the next one. 5 minutes.
Undead in the water.
Moving through these really quick. Okay. Okay, check it on the chat. Okay, so Undead in the Water. Now, this was really neat this year. The Undead in the Water is on the American Victory ship, which is normally parked, or I guess docked, behind the Florida Aquarium. Well, they've moved it this year. And they moved it, a very good decision. They moved it to the Sparkman Wharf, which is like an entertainment complex.
It's a perfect location.
It's perfect because you can do the ship, and there's restaurants and foods and drinks, and there's a dog park, and there's all kinds of stuff. So you can. I like that there are more offerings along with the ship.
Yes.
Than just the haunt itself. And apparently there's another spooky experience that's going to be happening with this in another week or two, going into Halloween. So keep an eye on that at the Sparkman Wharf. But the ship itself, I mean, it's just ridiculous.
The ship is really cool. And the fact that you get to explore it while doing the haunted house is even cooler. Like, I love walking around the ship, you know, inside, and down.
It never gets old.
Yeah. And it feels like it never ends either. Like, it keeps going on. Like, you think you're going to finish, and you keep going. Like, I love it. And you go deeper into the ship as the haunt goes on. Like, I absolutely love it. It's the coolest thing ever.
It was really cool. And we got to, it was a media night, so only the media folks were there, maybe some friends and family. But like everybody at Sparkman Wharf was like, what is that? What is that? What is that?
And they were asking questions about what it was.
And we told them it's a haunted house on the ship. So hopefully they'll get a lot of business. I think they're going to get a lot of walk-up people. I think somebody just said something with that. I'm the one in the brig, by the way. Okay. Okay, we had so many walk-ups in Sparkman, lots of business. Yeah, so they're going to get a ton of business.
Yeah, that is a perfect location.
And they do change it up a little bit this year. This year it had more of a... In the previous years, it was more like a zombie, like on a ship. Like last year, we equated it kind of like 28 Days Later on like a battleship. This year, they went a little bit more paranormal with it. They did change the route a little bit. It's just really cool to walk up and down the ship. As we describe it every year, it's like a 3D haunt. It's not all on one level. You're going up ladders, going through the ship, going up more ladders. You can look down. You're on the weather deck. You go down, and you're up. You're probably up and down about 3 or 4 different levels. The ship is already haunted by itself without even a haunt on it, and it's super creepy. The storyline's pretty cool. They've got like this banshee, evil witch type spirit character that's like coming to get you, and all the people on the ship are like possessed. They've got an actor in the beginning who gives you like a little spiel. Here is a picture of the ship.
The ship is really beautiful in itself, though.
Really cool.
It's really cool.
And it's a really unique location to do a haunt. So if you've never ever been out to Undead in the Water, you got to put this one on your list. A lot of really cool effects, a lot of like automated things like air cannons and that kind of stuff. But just the setting itself is really, really neat. Characters were pretty awesome.
They're really cool, very interactive. I like it.
I like haunts where you can kind of interact and talk a little bit back and forth.
I like when you can talk to actors and interact with them. I think that's really cool. It's one of my favorite parts, actually, of a haunt.
Yeah, Undead in the Water was awesome. Here's a couple pictures of some of the characters right there. Siren-esque. Yep, perfect. Okay. What's up, Mr. James Russell?
What's up, James Russell?
Got a couple pictures here. Just some of the characters on the ship. We grab a couple pictures. Thank to Thomas and everybody for giving us permission to get some photos. So Kier was able to go back in and get some awesome photos here. Really, really cool haunt. And it's... out of all the haunts, and there are a lot of amazing haunts in Florida, this is probably one of the most unique haunts just because of the location.
Especially being on a battleship. Like, that's amazing.
Yeah. But once again, this is something where you can make a complete night out of it. Just to make sure that you hit up all the places to eat before like 9. Apparently some of the little shops and things close.
Early. And there's a Splitsville there, too.
Yep, Splitsville there if you want to do some bowling.
Cool.
Yep.
And there's dogs all around, by the way.
Yep, doggos.
I was distracted by the dogs.
Lots of doggos. We should have brought Oogie.
We should. Next time we bring Oogie.
Yep, bring Oogie.
You would have loved it there. And they have a dog store, too.
Yep. All right. I mean, I try to torment Tyler when I see him. Yeah.
Well, we do the same. So,
what's up, Bubba? What's up, everybody? So, Undead in the Water, really, really cool. One of the most unique haunts we've got here in Florida. Must do. Awesome. Another awesome year. Thank you, everybody, for having us out for the media thing. Let me just check here on the chat here. Looks like we're good. What's up, Megan from Phoenix Tier? For Horn Headphones. Yeah, we're going to talk about that in a moment. I think I saw Anthony in here. So, yeah. Okay. All right. So, we're good on that. So, Undead in the Water is awesome. Moving on. Okay. This one I get to talk about by myself because Melissa did not go on this one right here.
I was unable to go. I worked.
No.
Late. Sorry.
Horror in headphones. This is a audio drama. We did Infected last year by Phoenix Tears production. Kira and I went, and it's a lot different than a normal haunt. It's not like jump scares or chainsaws or blood or whatever. We'll get to that in a little bit. This is a little bit different. They've got like these headsets they put you on, and it's got like this spatial 3D 360 audio that plays like all around you. And as you walk around, the actor that's kind of guiding you kind of pantomimes the audio and like, you know, gestures and things like that. So there's no actual like talking back and forth. But it was at, I guess, Santa's farm, which I didn't know that this exists. It's like a Christmas tree farm And it's like a whole thing. It's like a farm, you know, you do like kid stuff there. And you're walking around a Christmas tree farm at night. Surprisingly creepy. Not cheery. You're walking around like where they grow Christmas trees.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was pretty nuts. And they've got 2 experiences here. I believe these are going to be ticketed separately. One is Camp Acreage, and the other one is Resurrection. I might be mispronouncing the first one.
I really wanted to try something like this out. I really wanted to try this out because I missed it last year too, and so I haven't tried it yet. But I really like maybe we can go back out by the end of this. Like,
if we're ever up in there. Eustis is like northwest Orlando kind of area.
How far is that from here?
I think it's about an hour. Yep. But Lily and I went, so we got a chance to bond and have an experience together. They've got some food. They've got some little snacks and things that you can get here. Pretty cool. We got some pictures. Very cool setting. They got like a pumpkin patch. They've got little photo ops
That's
here.
really cool.
And
that photo in the middle with you in the...
Yeah, me in the pumpkin patch. It's got like a hayride, which is part of it.
I love hayrides.
It's like a hayride in the dark that takes you to where one of the experiences starts. The experiences themselves are about maybe 20-ish minutes long each.
Yeah.
Really, really cool. You can see the group here on the top right walking around with these headphones on. Really, really cool. We got to see a bunch of our friends went for that. That's one of the neat things about doing these media events is we see a lot of the same people at them.
Oh, the headphones glow.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yep. And really liked... no offense to either one. I really like Resurrection. If I had to pick a favorite, it was really, really cool. Although I did like both of them.
Yeah.
And it's just a different experience. I like those theatrical, immersive types things.
Yeah.
You know, I think that doing a couple of these a year helps me balance the blood and guts and gore and boo holes. You know, so a good time. Can't really say enough good things about it. It's a little different. So if you're expecting chainsaws, blood and guts, probably not what you're thinking, although it is creepy. And there is a little bit of death and gore and stuff, but it's not like it's not your traditional like haunted house.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So Megan says, "Boo, got to have you out next time."
Okay.
Yeah, no excuses, Melissa.
Hi.
Got to get your priorities in order. Yeah. Yes, so really like this one. I've also done another experience with them. Not spooky related in the off season. That was like another like immersive drama, like a Zoom thing. It was really, really cool. Had a lot of fun with that. So Phoenix Tears Production, very talented folks. Love them. They're awesome. Yep. All right. Yep. And I think at some point, we're not going to do it on the show tonight due to lack of preparation, but I think at some point we're going to do a contest and we're going to give away some tickets. I think they cleared us for that, but unfortunately we ran out of time tonight. All right. Awesome. So that is a cool one right there. Moving on. This is where things get a little crazy. What are you doing?
Oh, sorry. I was on Facebooking, networking, messaging.
Wow.
You know, smooshing. You know what you do.
What time is it?
Showtime.
Oh, yeah. Well.
Okay, sorry. Since I was trying to be like you, Johnny, for a second.
Look, I don't schmooze on the show. Unless I'm talking in the chat.
Okay, gotcha.
Yep. All right, and then next we got 3 haunts left to talk about. On Friday night of last week, we did a Petrified Forest.
Petrified Forest!
Holy beep. Petrified Forest
crazy.
Wrecked us.
Insane.
Petrified Forest is one of those, like, it helps when you know people in the haunt industry.
It does, yes.
Because they can get away with a little bit more than like your average patron, you know?
A lot of stuff.
Melissa got chased clear out of the haunt at some point. Like it's a big fenced-in area. Melissa got chased out of the exit. She got...
out and around and down the sidewalk.
She got picked up by one of the characters, our friend Eric here on the right.
I ran out of the haunt. He picked me up and put me back in the haunt.
He picked him up. Meanwhile, this place is like filled to the rafters with people.
I was egging that on though.
Yeah, Melissa
Hardcore.
got picked up, and everybody's like, "What kind of haunt is this?"
They saw let alone they saw me get chased out 5 times by the same guy, get picked up by the same guy, and put back inside the haunt by the same guy.
Yeah, you. If they didn't know better, people would think you like a plant. Yeah.
Probably.
So Eric is awesome. Had a really, really good time. All of us got a chance to go to this one. The theme this year, they've got a couple different themes. They've got one on the left, which is Sown. They've got Derailed in the middle. They've got Unleashed on the right-hand side.
These are really cool trails.
They were really, really good. You get a personal experience here. We see Eric. He's got Mel inscribed on his chainsaw.
Oh, yes. They, Kenneth told me that they were going to do. They grabbed the Sharpie and just wrote my name on the chainsaw.
That's, what other kind of haunt gives you that kind of attention?
I know, right?
We got a chance to see just a couple other photos here. They got a Stillwalker Wendigo walking around.
Yeah.
They've got, I think his name is Lars. He's got like snakes. He's got the fire thing.
What do you call them?
We saw
Danger
Sylvia.
Noodles.
Sylvia was there, our friend Sylvia, and then we took a random picture of this just clown face guy and up in the haunt.
Yeah, Sylvia had a snake too.
Cute characters are awesome. I'm sorry, the common area entertainment is completely awesome here.
Mm-hmm.
But the 3 haunts on the left-hand side, Sown, man, just they like reached into my nightmares and pulled a haunt out of my nightmares. It was
pretty creepy. It was like dolls and stuff, right?
It was dolls and body parts, and it was just But they had one of the most unique scenes I've ever seen in a haunt. Like it's dark.
The flashlight one.
Yeah, they're like you go into a room, and I'm not going to spoil it, but like you can kind of see it. What's that? That was weird.
I'm sorry, what?
I don't know if an airplane just went over, heard a bunch of rumbling. But at some point you're walking around in the dark and you see this huge flash. And you're like, what is that? And you end up in like this scene where it's like you walk into like a room and somebody hits a light switch and it's all just blinding white. It's crazy. And it's really, 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 that was like my favorite thing in the whole thing.
It blinded me even more than I was blind.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Really cool.
Very good.
That trail was redonkulous. Everybody did a great job there.
Yeah.
Derailed is like a derailed train.
Oh, it was that. This one was so cool, and it had like a train in it too as you walked in, and then you walk through train cars, and there's like ghosts of the passengers on the train. It was awesome.
And then the train derails at some point, and then you're left alone in the woods to die. It's
pretty
just
much
crazy.
Yeah.
But how they built like your brain, you think you're on a train. It's just really, really cool. Yeah. It's you just keep going and going and going, car after car after car, and then eventually just all hell breaks loose. And this is like, it's pretty crazy.
That was probably one of my favorite trails. Was Derailed.
And then probably some of the best interactions we got was in the Unleashed trail.
Yes.
They did a post-apocalyptic trail a couple of years ago. This is, if you've heard us talk about it, like I'm worth like 2 cans of corn.
Oh yeah, this is the one where
I got put in the cage.
I put Johnny up for sale for 2 cans of corn and a penny, and then he was in the cage thingy. So it brought back memories of that.
So this year, our friend, she scared the hell out of us, and then she auctioned me off for 3 cans of beans. So apparently I'm worth a little bit more this year.
Good job, Johnny.
Upgraded. Nice.
You're moving up in the world, Johnny. Good job.
Yeah, but this is just it's a post-apocalyptic nightmare. So I know people have different fears and things, and it was just crazy. It's just, how do you describe this haunt? It's got some of the most unique scares anywhere, because the way they build the haunt, you don't know where the scares are coming from, so it's hard to prepare for that. Like Melissa and I, we do a lot of haunts, like normal haunts, and we can kind of tell where things are going to pop out. And not saying we don't get scared, but it's like we anticipate it. You can't do that at a Petrified Forest because they're going to murder you.
They're going to get you everywhere. Well, I'm easily startled.
Yep.
So there's that. But yeah, it kind of felt like a Mad Max in a way. They had like broken down cars and just like broken pieces all over the place. Kind of like you were walking kind of like through a junkyard in a way. It was really cool actually, the way that they had it placed.
Yeah.
In the haunt.
It was awesome. The people that build this do such an amazing job. And there's also like a DJ, there's merch, there's catos and doggos to adopt. There's a backstage tour that we got a chance to do for the first time. They've got food. They got all kinds of stuff. It's a night out. This one's going to be in Altamont Springs, which is like North Orlando. Awesome time.
This is a definite must see. So if you haven't been to Petrified Forest, we highly recommend it. It's a lot of fun.
Yes, it is. Yep, and show up early because it gets busy. Right. Awesome. So great job to Petrified Forest. You are awesome. We love you.
We love you.
Can't wait to go back.
And I'm gonna go back at the end of the month and do that blackout tour.
Oh, that's right. They have a blackout night at the end of October.
Where it's like pitch black. I think they give you like a glow stick or something
We may
like that.
not make it out of that because we barely made it out of the night. The other night.
We'll probably get destroyed.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's fine. I'm gonna go back. Are you gonna go back?
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Oh, and I got a chance to meet local radio station, Taco Bob and Pat Lynch that do the morning show here for WJRR. That was cool. Fanboyed out a little bit.
I didn't get to see them.
Yeah.
I love them.
Yeah, they're awesome. I got a chance to meet them. I got a picture with them.
So much.
Okay. Well, I don't know where you must have been getting murdered
I think I was running away from Eric.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yep. 2 Total Eclipse nights, last 2 Wednesdays of the month. Ooh, that's good because Wednesdays.
Total eclipse.
It's going to be a total eclipse of us dying. That's more like it.
It really is. I don't think I'm going to survive this one, Johnny.
Yeah, but Petrified Forest is so good. So good friends of ours. We had them on the show a couple months ago. At that point, they knew what they gave us a little bit of info, but not too much. Okay. All right, and then another haunt that I got a chance to do, this one, set the timer, is the Nightmare Chamber. Now, the Nightmare Chamber was a pop-up haunt that was at the Phantasm Orlando Horror Convention that was just this last weekend. And this is a collaboration between the folks that did Chamber of Terror and the Neverending Nightmare, both friends of ours, Jimmy Castro, Chris Grieco, Courtney McIntyre, and everybody. Oscar was there doing an escape game. And Nightmare Chamber for a pop-up haunt, it was absolutely amazing. It was in one of the ballrooms at the Rose and Shingle Creek. Characters were amazing. They were terrifying. It had like a vintage Halloween theme. We got some great pictures. Just absolutely loved it. Unfortunately, it was one weekend and it's over. So if you did not get a chance to do this, unfortunately, I maybe they'll pop up somewhere else. They've talked about that a little bit, and they threw this thing up in obviously they built a lot of things off site, but they put this thing up in like under a day. So pretty nuts there. But I really like this. Everybody did such a good job with this. So glad I went. Here's a couple of the characters. Courtney does such a good job with like theming and costumes and distressing and everything. He runs Studio 1031 Concepts, plug, and yeah. So these characters were terrifying. I can't say enough. I wish he would have been there. It was horrifying. It looks this pop-up haunt is actually better than some of the full haunts that we've done. Names which we will not say. But this little tiny pop-up haunt was better than some of the full-on haunts that we've done. You know which one I'm talking about too.
I know which one.
Okay. It was such a good job. Mm-hmm. But yeah, well, also got a chance to go to the horror convention. I got a chance to spend a day there. A lot of our friends were there. Phantasmagoria was there. Jackie Sonnenberg, Going Back, Mark Muncy, Kevin Cleveland was there. So we got to see Deviant Dolls was there. DOA was there. So we got to see a lot of our vendor friends and a lot of our writer friends. Did I say Phantasmagoria?
You just said Phantasmagoria.
I'll say it again because I love Phantasmagoria. They were there performing, so it was really cool to hang out with them for a little bit. I'm sure I'm missing somebody, but it was a good time. I got a chance to meet Richard Brake.
Who's that?
You don't know who Richard Brake is?
I do not know who Richard Brake is. I would be lying if I say I did. No.
You ever see 31? Rob Zombie's 31?
I think so.
Okay.
It's been a while, but I think so.
Right. I have a picture. I could go get it, but never mind.
Okay.
Anyways, I had a chance to meet him. I'm not big on like celebrities and getting autographs and stuff, but I just felt compelled to meet him. Yeah, but it was awesome.
Excited.
Yep. Yeah. So it was a really good time. They had a really good. The only downside to this haunt is it was only like one weekend. So. Mm-hmm. Bummer, but it kind of made me. I hope at some point they can come back and do like a full-on haunt, either this season, pop up somewhere else, or come back and do something next season because it was really good. Yeah.
We love Phantasmagoria.
We love Phantasmagoria. Awesome. Yeah, they're awesome. Okay, so let's go ahead and talk about the last haunt here.
Sir Henry's
Haunted Trail. Courtney McIntyre, 2021, baby. What are you talking about, 2021? Did I miss something? Yes. All right. So maybe he means 2022.
Yeah.
All right. So on how much time we got? Okay, we're doing really good. Okay. So we've got the last haunt on our list, number 8, that we've done in the last 2 weeks is Sir Henry's Haunted Trail, which is in Plant City, Florida.
Always a fun time. Love Sir Henry's Haunted Trail.
It's basically like halfway between Lakeland and Tampa. Or if you're going from Orlando, it's like 2/3 of the way to Tampa. Really, really neat. Really good job this year, man. Sir Henry's was really, really good. Okay, yeah, Courtney meant 2022.
Yeah, he did mean 2022.
Yeah. So we went out for their media night here. Here's a couple of characters. Here's Sir Henry, Mr. Zach Galeros himself. Always awesome. We did a really cool TikTok type video there, which they also shared. So check that out. The common area actors were really cool. There's 3 trails they've got. They've got laser tag. They've got an escape game. They've got food. They've got merch. They got all kinds of stuff. So Zach went a little crazy this year with this. And I think it was like a month or 2 ago, we went out and we got a bunch of preview pictures. But we were still not prepared for the additional things that Zach even added after that.
Yeah, it was amazing. Like all 3 haunts that they redid were really cool. A lot of fun.
Yep.
I love the new common area too. You can walk around in.
Yep. So they got characters to take pictures of, interact with. They also have like a central scene, like a little thing where like this witch lady will talk to you and something happens and it's really, really neat. And then they've got 3 haunts here. Let's start from the left and work our way to the right. So the one on the left is going to be Marrow. And this was the Candy Trail last year. And this one is, it's got like this evil guy that wants to harvest your bones for his throne or something like that. Super duper scary. If you've gone before, you'll see some of the elements that were there in the previous years, but not much, because it's also been rerouted a little bit, so it's fresh and it's a little bit new. Awesome trails. Characters did a great job. It's outside. It's creepy. Once again, just being outside in Florida is just creepy in general.
Yeah.
But good job on that one. Love the sets. Love the bones. Love everything you did with that. That was really, really neat. Then in the middle, which I don't know if I have do I not have a picture of the facade? I don't have a picture of the damn facade. No! I must have forgot to put that in there. Okay, so a blood masquerade. This is like poser vampires.
Vampires, really cool.
This is the middle trail. If you remember, there was a big facade of like a mansion there that's been completely torn down and redone. It's just ridiculous looking now. It literally looks like you're walking into a house.
Yeah.
Really, really cool.
Yeah.
This one had amazing costumes, like classic kind of like masquerade, like
Victorian vampires, yeah.
And really, really cool scenes here. And then steadily, as you go deeper and deeper into the house, things just go wrong. If you like vampires, if you're a poser vampire,
I love this.
Blood Masquerade was really, really cool. Loved this haunt.
Yeah, it was one of my favorites. I love this one a lot.
And then the last one on the right-hand side is Captain's Fury. This one's on the right. And
this one was really cool, too.
This one is almost completely redone, like unrecognizable from the previous years.
Yep.
Zach built a entire like lighthouse here. At some point you walk out and he's got all these like old boats, like these full-size like old broken down boats in like this area. It's a big open space. There are seagulls.
I like that area. You walk in like the docks.
Yeah.
And you walk in with the boats. That was one of my favorite areas.
So it's got like a nautical theme. Really neat. Nautical stuff is so big this year.
I love nautical haunts.
Are you
I
saying
think they're one of my favorites.
You like to get naughty? Cole?
Yes. Yes, Johnny. Yes.
What's up? It's Clint from Thrill Geek.
Yeah, that's right. I didn't see Clint there.
He was busy. He sent Emily.
Yeah, we saw Emily. Yes, we saw Emily, but we didn't see Clint or Barry. So
they were off doing other things. Probably like the 50th anniversary of Disney or something like that.
Probably.
Yeah.
Most likely.
Hey guys, we got some new Crocs. Right? That's probably how it happened. Yeah. My 50th anniversary rose gold Crocs.
Big Disney castle. My mom got one of those at Disney Springs the other day.
Anyways, Captain's Fury was awesome. Loved it. Sir Henry's also awesome. We don't pick favorites, but man, there's some really good haunts this year in Florida. Definitely put Sir Henry's Haunted Trail on your list. As an added bonus, got a chance to run into Brad Acevedo and Amanda Rosenblatt, I think is the last name. Sorry if I'm butchering that because I'm horrible with people's names. But got a chance to go through Captain's Fury with Amanda at the end of the night. That was really, really cool. They gave me a copy of Sir Henry's Haunted Tales, which I've not cracked yet. But we're going to go on a road trip soon, so hopefully I can get that thing read soon enough. But they are very, very nice people, and I'm glad that they were able to write some some haunt fiction. Pretty cool. So that's kind of unique, right? I haven't really heard of that before.
Yeah.
But that was really neat. They're super nice. Apparently, it was
nice to meet them.
Apparently in this picture we weren't looking at the camera. We're looking at somebody else's camera. But they had like a little booth there to talk to people and things. Apparently they were like the information booth as well. Yep, but that was really good. So Clint was at Disney getting a new cupcake.
He's getting a new cupcake. There's a new like 50th donut or something like that. I want a donut.
We're not a Disney person. We don't even show up on Disney's radar. No. Disney won't even let us go to Boo Bash.
Mickey's not so scared. Well, yeah, Boo Bash.
Yeah, whatever. Disney. I'm not paying $150 for 5 things of candy corn anyways. All right. 8:47. Look at that. Talked about all the haunts. Okay, so now
on time.
What is next for HauntScene? Does anybody know what we're going to be up to next week? Does anybody know? Starting tomorrow morning. Tomorrow morning, we are going on our annual road trip. Mm-hmm. So I am super duper excited about this. Here it is.
Yes.
So tomorrow night, at this time, we will probably be in line or inside of Netherworld in Stone Mountain, Georgia. That's what we're doing tomorrow night.
Super excited.
Then we're heading over west to Atrox Factory in Alabama. Then we're going to spend 2 days in Louisiana in the New Orleans area doing a bunch of awesome haunts there. And then we're going to do Terror on the Coast of Mississippi. And that is going to be the trip this year. So we've got
so excited.
We've got 7 haunts on the list, and we're going to be packing them in. Netherworld one night, Atrox second night. I think Rise and 13th Gate night 3, and then we got 3 haunts on night 4.
Yeah.
So we're going to be kind of exhausted when we get back, but I'm really looking forward to the haunts on the road trip.
Netherworld, of course, is always a fun time. We do that every year now. Atrox I've been wanting to do for a while, so I'm really excited for that.
Yep. Yeah. So we're really excited about checking out these haunts. Most of these are new to us. We've been in Netherworld before. I think the running joke is you can't step foot in Georgia without going to Netherworld, or they will pull you over. Like you try to leave the state, like whoa, 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 whoa.
Whoop, whoop. Yeah, they already pulled me over at my speed. You only have a super speeder ticket.
Wow.
$600, by the way. I know that from experience.
Okay.
By the way. There was an accident.
All right.
Just saying.
All right. But yeah, we're really excited about the road trip. These are all awesome because we get to meet all kinds of new people and owners and see some old friends. And really excited about being able to spend some time in New Orleans because we all love New Orleans. Some of us haven't been to New Orleans though yet.
New Orleans is awesome. I love New Orleans.
It's going to be a good time. The whole crew's going. So we're all going to go in one car this year. Sounds pretty awesome. And we'll see how it goes, man. We'll see how it goes. I'm always worried that we're all going to murder each other.
We're going to kill each other on the way to haunts. Yeah. It's fine.
But we're really excited about that. And then the weekend after that, we got South Florida. We got 5 haunts down there.
Yeah.
Still got a couple other haunts to wrap up here in Central Florida. And then we start to wind it down. So getting a little crazy. Getting a little crazy.
All of these are pretty much new to us, except for Netherworld. I think Netherworld's the only one we've been to on this list.
Yep.
All the others are brand new.
Yep. Yeah, we can't wait to do Enigma. We're doing in South Florida. We're doing.
I'm so excited for Enigma.
Paranoia, No Way Out, Horrorland Miami, Carnival something. Oh man, I can't remember the top. House of Carnage.
House of Horror.
House of Horror. Yeah, House of Horror.
House of Horror. Carnival.
Sorry, I've got too many haunts on the brain. And then on Saturday we're doing Enigma, and then we're gonna wrap it up with Fright Nights for South Florida and then head home. So we got all kinds of stuff. Don't sleep on Atrox. Well, I don't want to sleep on Atrox. I hear it's awesome.
Yeah.
So we don't sleep. We don't sleep on any haunts.
I heard it's worth it.
So really excited about that. Can't wait to meet everybody. We've already been talking back and forth with a lot of the owners of these haunts. So hopefully they'll like us coming out and creating content. And yeah, And that is going to be it. So, really excited about that. Next week on the show, we'll be talking about all those haunts. So, next week's show, Tuesday, October 12th at 8 p.m., same bat time, same bat channel. We'll be talking about our entire road trip. Really excited about that.
Super excited.
It's just like, it's such a big chunk of new haunts.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah.
Like, it's just such a nice big chunk of
I always look forward
haunts.
to doing new haunts.
Right.
Haunts we've never been to before.
Yeah.
So
remember,
exciting.
our long-term goal is to do one haunt in every state. So I think after this year, we will we'll be at like 20 states and like almost 100 haunts. It's going to be nuts, man. 100 different locations
Crazy.
we visited. And also next week, didn't put anything in the show, but next week will actually be our 150th episode.
No way.
Yeah, I know.
That's crazy.
It's supposed to be tonight, but we had to push it back one because we didn't do one last week.
So next week, for sure.
So yeah, we're super duper excited. Still got a ton of stuff to do. Haunts. I'll be doing haunts through the first weekend of November. So we just keep going until there aren't haunts to do. Right? Awesome.
Oh, we'll be at HH in Hollywood next week. That's cool. Well, we eventually have to take you there.
Yeah, eventually we're going to go to West Coast. We'll do that. But California will probably be its own trip because it's big. So yeah.
HH in Hollywood, Not Scary Farm, which is awesome. So got to do that.
Yep. So that is on the list. Maybe next year, maybe the year after that. I don't know. We'll figure it out.
We'll get there eventually.
Yeah.
It's a fun time.
Awesome. Well, apparently we're going to get out of here under an hour.
Sweet.
Right.
Go get some food.
Go get some Waffle House.
I'm starving. I want some pancakes.
Go get some waffles. All right. So we got to thank our Patreon supporters. John Sebastian Laval, Kristen Laval. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, John and Crystal. I appreciate you supporting us. I appreciate you appreciating us. You can also be a supporter of HauntScene. I just opened up a couple other tiers, like $1 tier, $2 tier, $5 tier. If you want to support us, 100% of everything you put into the show goes back into the show to pay the haunt bills, because, you know, we got to pay for Zoom and Dropbox and all those collaborative tools right there. But we do appreciate the support, and you're all awesome.
Yes.
Shout out to 13th Floor. We did see the huge spider.
I did see the huge spider in Crypt TV. You know, it's funny enough. I do love Crypt TV, and I did take a picture of Miss Sanity, but I was very far away when I did it, so I don't get close to it. But I do admire it from afar. She can like
spit web at you. And
that's why I stay back as far as I can.
I haven't seen those episodes yet. Yeah. Awesome. All right. Well, that's gonna be it for us tonight. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much, guys. We love you. We appreciate you. All the haunts were really, really good this last week, and I think we're still tired from last weekend because it was ridiculous. I can only imagine this time next week we'll probably be all falling over, and we'll have all kinds of new haunts to talk about that we've never done before. So for us, that is going to be it. You ready? I am so ready. All right. I'm excited. All right, folks. Have a good night. Till next time, spook easy. As always, happy haunting. Have a good night. Bye. All right. Make sure you follow us on social media. We're on all the things. Instagram. We're almost at 6,000 followers on Instagram. Please like us if you haven't done that already. Instagram.com/HauntScene. We're on Facebook, Twitter, TikTok. Email us. Subscribe to our videos. And you might be listening to the podcast version of this. I appreciate you. And that's going to be it. We appreciate you. All right. Have a good night. Bye, guys. See ya.
Give me some treats.